Hello, my kobolds and creatures, and welcome to episode 17 of Age of Scales, our vanilla Minecraft Let's Play series thing. Now, things to get started. Last episode, we were detailing out the blacksmiths. I've done a little extra work, add some tuft, fixed the chimney a bit more, and lost a bit of footage. I forgot to turn my microphone on whilst doing bits and pieces of the work, so I just had to reset the recording. But that's what keeps happening, keep making silly mistakes. But here we are. Rock House is now connected to its own ceiling. I'll need to do some detailing and things, figure out how that's going to go. As I said, for the blacksmith, we added some tuft. We fixed the chimney. I pushed it into the build. This isn't a very good angle. Let me go around the building and show you what it looks like. But yes, I have been at work doing some edits, doing some bits and pieces, extended the road over here so it connects to the blacksmiths, and got some ideas for later layouts, marked out an enchanting room space thing, and as I said, fixed the chimney so now it pushes into the build and now has some cobblestone, mossy cobble vines and things. I found out that if I go to my Firewatch tower, a build that's quite off in the distance, if you follow the road this way, there's a spruce forest, and I found that just beyond that there is a swamp with vines, so now we have vines to add to our materials list that we can use. I've used bits of string as well to hopefully hold it in place, but we might get a bit of overgrowth here and there. What else is new? Actually, a few bits and pieces, but while we're here, there is a big development that was going to be the focus of the episode if it hadn't lost the recording. If I open the door, the blacksmith now has an interior. Nice large heath. I was going to talk through all the steps of building this, but I can just glance over the three ideas that I do when building. Function is simple. It's whatever the room is for. Down here is the blacksmith shop, and the big function is a big furnace and an anvil to make weapons. That is the function. Number two is storage. Every room needs storage, because every function needs a lot of materials, and it's like barrels here, chests here, and it really helps to fill up a room. Then finally, decoration. The third element is decoration, and because we've got all those prickly bushes outside, I'm thinking whoever owns this place is kind of a prickly character, maybe even a pillager of some description. So I put in all these pillager flags here and there to kind of give the place a bit of personality. So we go up to the next floor, which is actually the house section. We have this sort of hallway-esque area, a bit of storage, a bit of decoration with the banners, and we come into the kitchen, a centre island table with a bit of chicken. This continues from the chimney and the heath below. There's some campfires, then some signs, and a bit of lava on top to give that nice smoky effect. Is it excessive for a kitchen cooker? Yes, but it just really fills out the room. Storage, kitchen sides with random bits and pieces, and just some signs randomly on the wall. Do they serve a purpose? No, they just give a bit of detail to the room. Now, decoration in this room really comes on this bit here. Decided that we were going to have, well, whoever lives here is a pillager, so they've got crossbows, they've got bones to signify they, I don't know, whatever skeletons they've killed over the years, and another pillager flag, just to give that idea of who lives here and details the room. Upstairs could probably still use a bit of work. It is just a spam of barrels, and then you have three little sleeping rooms. Maybe if I put up like a picture at the back wall, it would finish them off. And that's it. That's all I do. The three ideas is function, storage, and details. And that's how I do my interiors rather simply. By no means quickly, though. I was going to take half an hour. Oh, I put half an hour to do it. It took 4 hours. Most of that, though, is actually just running back and forth between places. And it is just, ugh. It's tiring. I should have a central storage place instead of, like, loads of separate buildings. But where's the fun in that? Okay, so, next. between episodes, I have been gathering resources. And there was a wandering trader around here somewhere. I think they've despawned at this rate. But they had one thing that I did like. So I decided to run over to the village I have behind my house, trade up some wheat and some of the leather from my cows, so I could gather myself a few acacia saplings. I only had a few, but I've already been farming them up a little bit, and I have 12. I'll need to slowly mine that up as I go. And you know what, while I'm here, I can drop in my different wood types here. This chest is dedicated to anything built out of wood, and these chests over here are dedicated to oak, to the logs alone, and maybe the bark on all sides. I'll slowly clear my inventory as I run around. Yeah. Any other updates? I don't know if I did this last episode, but I now have arrows for my bow, so I've been using that a lot more to clear out creepers and things. And ooh, we have an enderman. Let me just eat some beef and see if we can't. Where'd it go? There it is. Can't annoy it and fight it, because we should be trying to get ender pearls. I would like to eventually kill the dragon in the save at some point. Come on. No. There we go. Yes. An ender pearl. I'm not sure if that's my first one or not. First, second, I don't know, but I haven't got many. I should try and get at least... Probably would be best to get a full 9 or 10 before we head off looking for it, because we could lose some on the journey, and who knows, I might have to fill the entire end portal. I've not found it yet. That is, I don't know, maybe an episode or two, and we'll figure out going towards that, because we are slowly building up our tools and building up a bit of a home and supplies and things. We do have a few golden apples that we could probably take with us. No, we actually haven't even been in the end properly, have we? Actually, at all. No, we don't have an end portal. Why did I come here? Oh yeah, I was putting the ender pearl away, as well as a few other bits and pieces. I do have a chest for armor overflow. Go. And everything else I can just do off camera and put it away. So, well, the blacksmith was the plan today, but now I need a different plan for today. And, there are things I could do. Easiest way to decide is to pull up my notebook and see what is the plan. Where are we? Yeah. I could do those. I got some ideas for some large, purely decorative pieces that I want to put in. We could work on the enchanter, which is, you know, it's already placed out, and buildings there. I do want to get some more farms in place so that we are building upon materials faster. Chicken cookers and such like that should be on our to-do list. Thinking words. I'll probably have to cut this little section down. Yeah, I think working on the enchanter is probably our best option for today's episode. No, that is not the button I wanted. There we go, first person. Oh, now I crashed. Yes. So, we are going to start working on our enchanting setup, which is going to be some sort of grand library, because every enchanting room seems to be a library of some description. Always a wizard-looking kind of house. So, already marked out the area a bit outside of the episode. I'm going to do some ins and outs sections here. The idea being, you know, jump down here, and we might get a better idea of what we're after, because we're going to have to build a bit of an overhang, a bit of a freestanding bridge-like structure down here. The idea is I want like 2 fronts here and here with little triangle roofs, and then there'll be another long one for the main body of the building. That is the plan. I'm going to get my oak and at least set that in, and I'll have to do this in updates because I still can't get time lapses working yet. We will see. We will get this done. So, I can just edit and you'll be able to see quickly the framing of the house. There we go, a basic frame for the first floor is in place. It's a start on our enchanting setup. It was just a little weird having to tear out the actual enchantment setup itself because of where it is. The only thing I have with... Actually, that has a little touch on it now. Well, I mined out the books with the shovel because I still don't have a silk touch axe. But at least I have a silk touch pickaxe now, so I don't have to do that with it. Oh, I thought it finished it. There's a big gaping hole in the side of the building right here. Oh well, it can wait till later, that bit. There are other things I want to do in world, other projects that I think should be finished off before I really sink my teeth into a new build, and that is finishing off older builds. Specifically Rock House. This big building is still not finished, and because it being so big, it's turning into a bit more of an eyesore with each episode until it is finished. Tell you what though, when that is in place, it is going to help build up the skyline even more. Each building just seems to add that little bit more that the city is in need of. Why did they come inside? I don't know. So since last episode, I actually added a bit of a rail on the top here and have been trying to figure out some type of detailing. So the difficulty I'm having is all my current buildings are broken down into little square patches that sort of, they're quite easy to detail, and I keep using the same shapes, so once I've marked out one house I can sort of get a general idea of all the houses. This build on the other hand does provide a problem because I've created all these large archways and awkward shapes, and these are gonna be some difficult canvases to paint. So I did try putting in the original design. I'll quickly show you all that now. So the original design is just slabs and then cobblestone. The problem is, because of the shape that we're trying to fill in, it doesn't work. I have tried quite a few different styles, and this is a difficult thing. It's always hard coming up with new designs on the fly. You know what, let's just tear that down so I can get those items off there. Now, a few things I have been thinking of is to try and integrate the arch. Actually, let's try it a little differently. Integrate the slabs into the actual arch that we already have. Now, let's do that backwards. If we do that slab down, that slab up, we can still put the cobblestone there. And I think that's a start, at least. Okay, so I know I can do that to all these walls, and we will have some semblance of detail that we can put into all of the walls to give a bit more detailing, but that still leaves this big inner section. Alright, we are back, and we have progress on the walls. We have a design that I'm pretty happy with. So, to make it, first you start off with your, I don't even have the names for things, deep slate brick walls. That is where you start. You put them in a row like so. Then I'm going to cut out the middle ones, or near enough to what I think might be a middle one, and I'm going to put in some smithing tables. A little expensive of an item, takes 2 iron, but it is something. Then we put in our walls and our slabs. Now, this normally just forms an arch, but sometimes the arch doesn't really work, but we will make do with what shapes we have. Can I get up there? Just about. Nope, that's wrong. What I need to do is pillar up. Let's put a stair block there for now. Place that. Yep, that's in the right place. Okay, so, and once those slabs are in, bring the walls right back down. Sometimes we get these little funky shapes, but I think it adds to the overall thing. Now, we want that one, and that one. Then we want cobble, and there we go. That is how you get it started. Next step is get rid of some of this wool and add in the shuttered windows. I think they might be shuttered windows. Yep. And you put a stair on the bottom and the top, and you accidentally place one inside. There we go. Just to give it a bit more depth. Do I have those on me? Yes, I do. Cobblestone. Wait, no. Spruce trapdoors. And close them up. Shift, so I stay in the right position. Unshift. And close them all off. And that is how we get our walls all put in place. Now I went around and already did it to all the other walls, sort of just messing around with that basic concept, having some slanted pieces, those weirdly side pieces, and then when it comes to the front door, it's, well, either door, it's pretty much the same idea, but I just put an extra arch on top, and I still need to do the very tops. I might have to think of a different design for up there, but that can wait for now. But I'm pretty happy with how this is going. One thing I need to do next, which I'll try and figure out on camera with you, are the actual doorways, because I like the smithing tables here, but this doorway itself needs a bit of work. I have a few ideas, but we'll see how it goes in practice. So I'm thinking one idea is to just put an arch in. No, that's too flat on the top. So we'll get rid of that. Another option would be to do that and throw in a stair block so that we get a bit more, can I get out? A bit more, but that still just doesn't feel right. Gotta figure a way to do this. I don't know. How do I do this? Think, whoa. Lost control then for a second. I like framing it like that, so it stays quite open. But then these do seem a little out of place. You know what? I might just have to remove those and see what it's like with. Why is that not? I don't know, maybe it's just a block that takes a while to dig out. Any day. Doo-da-boo, I don't know. This is why it takes so long to actually build anything. That's not bad, because it does feel like then the doors are open with these trapdoors like that. But I want like an archway of some description. How am I gonna do it? I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Okay, I like the interior shape, but the wool up there I think is the problem. It's the fact that it's very blocked out, squared on the outside. Inside, that's a nice shape. Outside, there is not a good shape. Ways to get across that would be some way to make this half slab here and white slab of wool there, but they don't have that kind of ability. So maybe we put a, no, can't do that. That's not a bad idea. That, nope. Maybe that's something. The beginning of an idea. Maybe we do that. I'm not opposed to that, but I think the material might be what's making it look wrong. If we do some polished deep slate, then it fits in a bit more with the outer frame. That's not too bad. Let me back away and see what that looks like overall. I think we may have found our door design. I am pretty happy with that. Still need to detail the foundational area and the bit above it, but now it looks like the build is slowly coming together. I'm going to cut and do the opposite side of the wall and see what else we can do in the episode, if anything at all. Back at a Moski. And then 2, 3, 4, 5. That is all in place. So if I just pull away now, hopefully we can have a look. And yeah, Rock House is coming on. All that detailing is getting done. That's both doors done. Still a bit more to do. Still got to do the upper sections up there. Double check everything on the outside. Then we have to do the interior, which is sort of blocked out, but still needs some work. But at least those windows now add a bit more interest to the interior and everything. And that's probably going to be a wrap for our episode. We framed out the building there. I did detail out the blacksmiths, which did eat into quite a bit of the recording time, and detail out Rock House. So that is another episode in the bag. So thank you all for watching. Hopefully next episode you can have something a bit more cohesive. I'm guessing we finish off Rock House completely and get started on that enchanter. That does sound like a plan for next time. But we are out of time for today. So I have been Kobold Queen, this has been Age of Scales, you have been some awesome viewers, and I shall see you in the next episode. Goodbye. Not really a fall, is it? Let's try that again. Okay, see you in the next episode, my kobolds and creatures. Goodbye. Whee! Just about made the puddle. See you in the next one, peeps.